Um,
Okay, guys, here live, Sugar Ray Leonard here on Google Hangout on air. And I'm looking forward to answering all your questions, good ones and bad ones, happy ones and sad ones. And let's go. Let's start first with Super Hugo Box. Ask the question. Good afternoon, Mr. Leonard. First of all, I'd like to thank you for your entire career and the excitement you gave us, fans. Why do you think it took so long for this fight, meaning, I'm sure you mean the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, to take place? There are a number of reasons. One of them is money. One of them is that the disdain they have for each other, pretty much the promoters and what have you. And because these guys were making big bucks, and they are making big bucks, they thought they don't need each other. But for their legacy, for history, they have to fight each other. And I'm so excited that they've agreed to fight May 2nd. That's going to be a very intriguing fight. So I want to answer all your questions about those fights. Let's select here. For Mark Chambers, who do you like and who do you think is going to win? Well, Mark, that's a tough call. Lean towards Mayweather because he's such a technician. He's such an incredible fighter, smart, fast, powerful, and everything else. But Pacquiao is no spring chicken. Pacquiao is solid. He wants to win. He wants to beat Mayweather, and no one has done that thus far. And it's a tough fight to call, although I lean towards um, Mayweather because he has not had the taste, or he has not visited that lost department. He's not tasted that yet. And he's very focused, he's very determined. And again, this fight means so much to both of them that should be a pretty damn good fight. Okay, let's check it out again. Who's this here? Joseph, and I don't want to mispronounce your name. I don't want to destroy your name. Godrew? Joseph. Okay. I feel honored to have a chance to communicate with one of the greatest fighters. Please share your thoughts. What physical repercussions can a retired fighter expect to face from all the brutal power shots throughout the years? Well, how do you think I look, man? My hair rattles when it's tax season times and when my wife gets, I'm not going to say anything about my wife. No. My kids, my daughter, Camille, she's about to go to college. That's not, you know what, man? I love to work out because for me, that's my sanity. When I run 4 or 5 miles, when I work out, get all that anxiety out of my system. And working out for me, a duration of at least 30 minutes minimum is what relieves me, what allows me to really stay on top of things. But getting back to your question, you asked the shots, will they be damaged in the later years? That's hard to call, man. I've seen some fighters like Jake LaMotta, who we're talking about in the 30s and in the 40s and 50s. These guys are so quick, animated, sociable, and what have you. I think at times, if you take too many shots, especially now these days, there could be room for, I don't want to say damage, but I think a couple of headaches. How about that? Let's see who else is on here. Gary Domino. And where are you from, Gary? Out of all your fights with your foes, which which of them was the sweetest win? And you think you know the answer? Well, let me tell you something, Barry. My sweetest win was against Tommy the Hitman Hearns back in 1981, September of 1981. And the reason I say that is because Tommy Hearns was a beast in the ring. Tommy Hearns just annihilated everybody. And although we're friends now, like Duran, I'm still working on Hagler. But Tommy was indeed a sweet win because when we fought, Tommy Hearns was the WBA welterweight champion. I, at the time, was the WBC welterweight champion. And it was for the unification of the title. So that meant the world to both of us without question. And coming back, because Tommy had me beaten, you know, in 12, and I came back and fighting guys his caliber and Durant and Hagler's. Who do we have here? I see 1001. I can't pronounce that last name. You said, Ray, you are great. I have a question. Do you think the age has something to do with the talent? Do you think that a 17-year-old can compete at on the big stage? Olympics? Yes. 17. I mean, when I was trying out for the Olympics, I was actually 16. This is like back in 1972. The maturity is one thing, but I think the experience is the ultimate thing, because a lot of these fighters, young fighters, they have so much experience now. You know, some guys 100 fights and 5 amateur, but some guys had 200, 300 amateur fights. So the experience is really the factor in good being in the ring. This is so much fun, guys. I mean, listen, I just got a girls club of Collier County, and spend time with those kids at the Pro One and Pro to me. Hit you the hardest. They all hit hard. Everybody hits hard. My wife hits hard. But nobody here, to be honest with you, again, Tommy Hearns, by a long shot. He was a brute. 2 arms, field, pow, man. Speed, power. Tommy had everything. He'd be the hardest. What do we have now? How about Sonny the Boxer? Sonny the Boxer. Are you a boxer, Sonny? What would you consider your toughest bout? I've answered that already, guys. Tommy Hearns. Let's go to another one here. Okay. Do you think any trainer that comes close of Ray Alcel? Not many, for sure. Ray Alcel was a genius. He was amazing. But to me, Angelo Dundee, my trainer, one of my trainers, was more experience and knowledge. Angelo, and the reason Dundee was because Muhammad Ali told me if I decided to turn pro, I should grab Angelo Dundee because he said he had all the connections, plus he had the complexion. that's Muhammad Ali for you. Let's get another question here, guys. Okay, how many rounds did you spar and shadow box, jump rope, bag work? How many abs, push-ups, and all that kind of stuff you did? Well, was it Tyreek B? I always did. That's a good question, by the way. Good question. I always did more than another guy. Like on the bags, heavy bags. like I'm here in my gym, by the way. Um, a normal round for a boxer is 3 minute rounds with 1 minute rest. I did 5 minute rounds with 30 seconds rest. I had sparring partners every every 3 or 4 rounds. A new fresh guy come in the ring. As far as push-ups and sit-ups, didn't really create what I bring. So I was concentrating when I was focused. It's all the things combined. Good question, man, by the way. Is that Dale Clark, if I pronounce your name? Anyone's name, this is what I see. And my eyes are not bad for a 58-year, almost 59-year-old, but they are pretty good. Hey, champ, did you ever have any moments in the ring that without thinking or noticing you made all the right moves in split seconds? Very good question, by the way. And it's so real. When I was at my best, I could get in the corner and move and and slip punches without seeing the punch. I could actually feel the punches coming. They would get that close to me and I would move and move. It was all timing, rhythm, peaking, because good trainers can peak their fighters right at fight night. It's so important because sometimes we overtrain, but if you peak right at fight night, you have to win. And for me, my concentration, my focus, what I call tunnel vision, meeting some of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. I mean, I fought some talented boxers who didn't want to lose, didn't know anything about losing, and I found ways to beat them. And I appreciate who I am, like who they are. Pretty good. What is this? Red the Destroyer. Red, man. Love you too, Red. You're one of the coolest and inspirational guys. Anyway, how hard would Pernell Whitaker and Aaron Pryor have been for you? As I was surprised by Terry Norris. Listen, getting back to Terry Norris, who by the way beat me, along with Hector Camacho. And I want to say I was older, but you know what? No, they beat me. My time was up. You know, I in the sunlight, and that was over. I wasn't as focused, but I'm not, no excuses. They beat me fair and square. But it's amazing that people don't know this. I know in the dressing room if I'm going to lose, because I look in that mirror. If I see Ray Leonard, the civilian, I'm in those brand fight. That was June 80. The Terry Norris. I don't want to fight. The Hector Camacho fight, I saw the civilian and civilians, great fighters. Uh, let's not talk. Who do you have here? Matt as well as Manny Floyd. It's Golovkin versus Andre Ward. Good fighter. I like Andre Ward. He's one of the most fundamentally sound fighters for a long time. Right? He preserves his thoughtful, well spoken, concerned. But I understand. I think he has a couple of injuries, if I'm not mistaken. But uh, I love him, man. He's our sport. He represents our sport extremely. Tariq B. What was your morning? How many rounds did you spar? Did you sprint? I did all those things. All those things. I ran. You know what? I used to run school bus to school, and kids thought it was crazy. I never had a girlfriend because I think they thought I was crazy. Run back. I was so dedicated at the tender age of 14, 15, 16, 17. I was so determined to try to be like my idol, Muhammad Ali. I want to be like Sugar Ray Robinson. I want to be special. I want to be like Bruce Lee. I want to be like Preston. And I trained and worked hard, paid off. Because I've had nothing short. I've been a blessed man for sure. Thanks for the question. Michael Epps. Is that the name? Is Mike Epps from Baltimore? I think your boxing tactics would have been different if you guys fought 5 years earlier. Oh, I mean, first of all, I could not have beaten Hagler toe to toe. No one beat. People say, Ray, you moved around, you ran this and that. You didn't fight him like Tommy Hearns. You didn't fight him like Roberto Duran. Didn't he knock those guys out? Hagler has a solid chin. Hagler ambidextrous, both hands, and had the most incredible, sick biceps and chest. I mean, he had like 8-pack, What Caesar Regina, and excuse me for that. What do you think of MMA and UFC, past or present? I watch UFC, MMA. They say, well, that took away from us. No, it didn't. They both can coexist. I love that. I can't think of the young lady's name, the champ. Let's see. Rose. Is she mean? Is she a beast too? But there's an art to that too. That's a sport. People love that. Some people live vicariously through that, MMA and UFC. And I love the way that Dana White has, transformed. Because back in the day, I should see it when it was not. I don't think it was regulated, but Dana made this thing into a billion-dollar enterprise because they're in that type of sport. So I think that's the name. Do you think there would be a stoppage this fight? A greeting from Argentina. Hi. In fact, there could be in boxing. One punch, it's all over. Or Mayweather, because Mayweather has won all of his fights, and he's a bad boy. He can fight and everything. Yeah, he wants redemption. He wants to that loss of his against that who knocked him out go away. Fight means so much to both fighters. So this is more psychological and more spiritual than you can imagine. Who do we? Simple name. Thank you for this opportunity, champ. which was the biggest blow you remember in any on any fighter? One of my most perfect punches was David Green back in, I think it was like 9 or 7. We game I actually just regained my title. No, title with a level. He actually cooperated. But that was a good fight. And David Green and I are talking trash about our fight. Palmer Park in the house question: do you think the heavyweights can get back into the 80s and 90s? What's up, homie? I don't know. You know, I should take that back. Take that back. I'm an optimist. There are heavyweights out there. You know, we just need more exposure for our boxers, and you know, the more they come out and the more exposure they get, the more you see more talent. There's a lot of talent out there. Who do you have here? This is Matt Saintberry. What are your thoughts on Roberto Duran after meeting him in Panama and asking him directly what happened in our second fight? I mean, that was wow. That was on 30 for. You know, I think I may want to hear him say, yeah, I said no mas, but you know, he kind of struggled a little bit, and he said, well, I was on. For me to say that, you know, it's not hard. I hate that son of a bitch. Play each other who we are today. Same thing with Tommy Hearns. The same thing with Marvin Hagler. We, you know, okay. You guys are enjoying this as much as I am, because this is cool. You know, this is very close and it's intimate for me. And my take on Pac-Man and Floyd, I think Pac-Man will enjoy early success with this aggression. Floyd would then take over. What? The right leg will become a potent weapon. You know your boxing, baby. You calling some shots here, because this fight again has a perfect right hand for southpaws and a beautiful left hook for southpaws. And it speed nullifies everything. See whether or not he's faster. This is going to be an incredible fight, guys. And will it live up to the expectations? It already has. It's broken every record there is, and there will be. I can't wait till that fight happens. May 2nd, guys. Check it out. Who we have here? Randy, the boxer. I probably misspell your or mispronounce your first name. Would ever think about competing in something like the Ironman trial? Go out there and run, swim, and no, if we do that. Jim. I do most. I hate weights, man. I hate them, but then again, you need them. What I do think, you know, eating cake like I used to do every night. The next morning I'll run 4 or 5 miles, or I'm on the treadmill, the core, hit the bags, jump rope, Um, it's not that, but I just keep myself busy. You know, you just gotta stay on top of things. You know, and not to eat till you're satisfied. Just eat until you just you know give it a shot. Have here. The last great. Okay, thanks for answering your questions, Cesar. Cesar. Great undisputed welterweight. Wow, who was the last great? Well, I was there back in the '80s in '81. Um, there's quite a few titles out there, and I think they need to be. Who is this? Yeah. My job since back in the day, man. You know, and I've always thought how and my great thing, Lamont, is this. Keep going, buddy. What do we have here? This is from Matt again. Matt's. And I wish I could talk to you, man, so you can tell me. Read an article by a guy named Britt John. The article is on Mike Tyson. From reading your book, I noticed from that article that this alludes to a life-altering moment for Mike of experience in a lesser form. Well, yeah, I mean, hey, I was sexually abused by someone I trusted, uh, which nearly destroyed me because I suppressed that that crime for over 40 some years. One ex-wife and my beautiful wife Bernadette, I told her, and they didn't know what to say. They both answered me because it's such a stigma attached to it that no one knows what to say to you except now professional people know what happened, know how much trauma there is. But you know what? It wasn't my fault, and that's what I tell even to some of the I don't want to say victims, but someone who experienced what I've experienced. It's not your fault. You know, don't give them that opportunity to something else. You know what? You have a life. You are a fighter. Be strong. Pray, and I'm always with you. I'm in your corner. Okay, this is getting good. What is it? Riri? What do you think boxing can take from what do you think boxing can take from another sport that can help it reach a larger audience? Well, it happened March 7th, PBC on NBC. We're going to have an incredible lineup of boxers. Adrian Broner takes on John Molina Jr. Got Robert the Ghost Guerrero against Keith One Time Thurman. I mean, that's what the platform. Like when I was an amateur boxer, I was prime time all the time. So you guys knew who I was. You guys knew Little Ray, who's now 41, and Jarrell, my 31-year-old kid, and you knew so much about me, the Olympics, my fights, my father being sick. You knew all the thing about me, and you supported your prayers, and I felt your support. And same thing needs to be done today, and we're going to do it March 7th. Let's see here. Hi, Ray. I'm going to finally return to the network. And Rayan, right? Finally, I'm probably certain fighters fight each other. You know, the same thing happened with Hearns or not. When you gonna fight Tommy? When you gonna fight Tommy Hearns? Stop ducking Tommy Hearns. Well, stop ducking Roberto Duran. Stop ducking Marvin Hagler. Stop ducking Wilfred Benitez. When the fans are far more sophisticated and knowledgeable now, they know when there's a good fight. We will make that happen. All right, I'm gonna take a couple more questions here. Actually, I don't have that much time. In fact, my wife is calling me. I love it. I love you guys. Let's do it again, okay? God bless. Take care.